Yes, come in. Hi Nisha, good morning. It is so good to see you today. Please put your things on the table and have a seat.
Good morning, too. I'm so glad to be here.
Hi Nisha, please make yourself comfortable.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, shall we continue where we ended on last time?
Yes?
Okay. Before we initiate our section, let me discuss with you our confidentials. Okay? It is my duty to safeguard any information you disclose to me, regardless of the medium where it was taught. Yet, if through the section you make me feel believe or convinced that you are hurting or planning to hurt or harm yourself to or others, I would to do what needed to protect you and others from the harm, including doing report to authority. Second, I will be your counselor and I should listen to whatever you want to share without prejudge. From time to time, I would ask questions just to make sure to follow your story. Okay? Similar like where we did on the last two sections. So you are my client and you are free to share anything that you feel needed to be shared. Are you okay with that?
Yes, I'm absolutely okay with everything that you've told just now.
Okay, that's good. On last section, you have described in your entry that you have been feeling tired, sleepy every time when you go to work. What makes you sleepy and get tired?
I'm actually busy with so many things at my workplace, such as doing lots and lots of tasks in my job in a very, very short period of time and in a very, very hectic schedule. The work they've assigned to me is so much, but the time frame that they've given to me is so little, which requires me to sit on the laptop like 24 by 7. I feel restless every single day doing that work.
Oh, that's really tiring. It seems that you are getting tired with a lot of work in longer hours.
Yes, you are right. I just told you nowadays I'm just sitting and staring my laptop screen without even moving anywhere. Like I am devoted to that work.
Okay. How do you feel doing such lot of works in longer period of hours at the same time?
Actually, these days I very easily get tired and exhausted physically and most importantly mentally. I feel I feel drained and I have no more energy to think and I have no energy to even process what I'm doing actually. I'm just like a robot following all the instruction given to me because I have no other choice.
Hmm. If you don't mind, what do you want to tell me more about your experience in working longer hours that make you get tired physically, mentally, or emotionally?
Well, before this, I can easily endure physical tiredness because when I take a rest or get a short nap, my tiredness is over and I'm not working longer hours while my mentality and emotional state and tiredness is not that easy to vanish nowadays. comparatively the changes are very uncomparable. Like I can't believe the changes anymore because working longer hours without proper sleep and proper meals and not eating at the right time, skipping so many meals is very difficult for me to do nowadays. At the starting phase of my work, I somehow managed, but as time go by, it's no longer easy to me to handle, and I've changed a lot.
So, based on your experience in longer hours, give you a lot of tiredness and make you unhealthy, unmotivated, and unproductive. Am I right?
Yes, that's absolutely right. I not only feel unmotivated in doing my job, but I feel unmotivated in doing my daily task which is not related to my job because of my mental tiredness. All I want to do is sleep and rest.
Okay. So, I just wondering how we can finish the task on time in longer period of hours.
Actually, if my boss or my management demanded me to do the work on that time frame given, or if my boss personally sometimes demanded me to finish certain works, I just have to be really focused even though I don't feel like focusing anymore. Yeah, nowadays I feel so done doing this every single day, almost every day in a week during late hours, just for the sake of my work.
Okay, how have you experienced not finishing your task in the right time?
Actually, there is this one time that I go to sleep for a few minutes in my desk, and that's the reason why I pass out the whole night and reported to work late. I eventually slept on my desk the entire night without even realizing, and when I get up, it was already morning, and I had to drive very fast to my work just to get there and report to my boss.
Okay, so you already experienced reporting and finishing your task late.
Yeah, indeed. Because I also don't have the time and opportunity to sleep and take rest at home. As I said earlier, all I do at home is facing laptop or doing my works or handling calls with my colleagues related to work. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm not even spending proper time with my family members, which I really regret.
Okay. Hmm. So you don't have any, you don't have much opportunity to take a rest at home.
Yes, actually, if I wanted a sleep, I can actually sleep, but I also have to help my mother in taking care of my dad and and I have to help my siblings to do their homework. They are just school students, and I cannot leave them just like that. I have to supervise them as a good sister. I have to make sure that they are getting good grades. Hence, I have to teach them and help them with their difficulties that they are facing in the homeworks and school projects.
Okay, I understand what you are saying. Okay, before we continue to our next question, why not you take some water?
Thank you so much. That is so kind
You are
of
most
you.
welcome.
Thank you.
Right. Okay, can we continue to our next question?
Yes.
Okay, based on your experience and story about working late hours. You are experiencing physically, emotionally, and mentally. Tiredness make you unhealthy, unproductive, and unmotivated in doing your job. However, every time you feel those negative impact of working late hours, how would you handle your emotions and thinkings?
I would just ignore it and accept that I need to do it even if it's hard and tiring and I have no desire at all. However, I tried every way possible to convince myself not to quit my job for the sake of my family.
Mhm.
In my current financial state, I need something to support me.
Okay. Would you want to tell me how you would convince yourself in not quitting your job?
Whenever I feel like I want to quit this job, I will just think of the consequences of quitting this job. The possibilities will just stop me to make that decision. And if I will quit my job right away, like what will happen to my family and to myself, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Are you okay in doing that? Okay, what I'm going to mean is by motivating yourself, your own self.
Of course not. Sacrificing my health, happiness in doing my job that I really wanted to have been not that easy. I applied for this job. I wanted this job so badly. But nowadays, all I want to do is I'm convincing myself every single day to stay in this job as much as possible for the sake of my family and myself.
Okay, I have noticed that you are doing everything just to make you stronger, patient, and controlling yourself to be more capable and happier doing your job, even though it is hard. Is that accurate?
I think yes, because I have learned acceptance and I learned one thing that it is you that can make yourself happy. No one else can do it for you. So I tried every way possible to make myself happy nowadays.
It seems that you are trying to please yourself by sacrificing your own health to give the right life to your family and to yourself.
Yes, even though it is very hard for me to do, I think this is a part of my responsibility in my life which I can't let go. They help me to grow up, and once I've grown up, it's my responsibility to take care of my family and give them the best life they deserve.
Wow, you're looking like a superwoman to me. Uh, uh, Not only a superwoman, you are a loving doctor, a good employee who is trying to fix everything in order to control and to be good at it.
Maybe I will see that.
Okay, did you please yourself all the time?
No. Sometimes I manage to please myself to stay in this job and do my best, but sometimes eventually I feel very exhausted, and the way I let it out is I cry to myself sometimes, and I manage to get back every single time and go to work and do whatever assigned to me.
Okay, do you think what happened to the employees and individuals in your job who are not capable or to please themselves to be braver, patient in their job?
They left
How do you feel?
sad, unmotivated at the same time.
If God granted your wishes regarding this issue, what will be happening that is different?
Maybe I would be happy, satisfied in what I'm doing, and be more productive and motivated. I'll be a motivated employee in my organization.
Have you experienced in some time being happy, satisfied, productive, and motivated?
Yes, when I started my job and doing my assigned task and finish it on the right time, mm, in short, in simple words, when I'm not working on longer hours, I used to be happy and satisfied in what I was doing.
Okay. What are you doing during that time?
The same what I'm doing right now, but I was so disappointed about the organization in making everyone working during late hours. Giving us so many work in a little time frame is not at all okay. They have to be they have to be thinking about our mental health, our physical health. Yes.
Okay, I have a question. When you rate the number of your workplace or organization in 100%, how many percent and how many percent of your willingness to stay and to not stay in your organization?
Maybe 30% not willing to stay, and 70% I'll be still having the willingness to stay in my job only for the sake of my family and myself right now.
So your issue is you are not happy, unsatisfied, and unmotivated, and the willingness to quit your job because of 30% of your organization is implementing working longer hours. However, you still have 70% of your willingness to stay in your job and to the organization.
Yes, in fact, the willingness is what still makes me to work in that same place till now to continue my job.
Then what are you doing now to solve your issue?
Maybe I should think of a way or a good process which will suit me on how to cope up in my working place for a longer period of time and proper way of handling my health at the same time. I doesn't want to focus too much on my work and doesn't care about my health at all. Even though I can make so much of money, I still need good health to be with my family for a longer period of time. I need to spend time with them.
Will that help?
I think it will.
Okay, is there anything else that you want to do? Not you want to, you can do aside from the plans or alternative for solution?
Well, I have to identify my limitations and learn how to do my task or my job and see it in a more positive way and try to be productive and satisfied in what I'm doing instead of pushing myself too much for the sake of my deadlines.
Okay, can you work out the plan faithfully or and accordingly?
I think I can work that out faithfully and accordingly.
Okay, so from that, the next time when we meet, I will follow up regarding the commitment you have made, how you improve your issues. Okay?
Sure, I hope this session will help me to improve my mental health while I'm at my workplace.
Hopefully. Okay, before we ended our section, I have a small gift for you. Let me take it first. Oops, sorry. Sure, this is for you, Nisha.
Thank you so much. That is
Hey.
so kind of you.
Similar, this chocolate is very sweet. You're supposed to enjoy your life as sweet as this chocolate, okay? and make your day happy, be confident, similar like what you are saying before this. And the thought I have still remains only, that is, you are a superwoman to me. It's looking like a superwoman to me. Okay, that's all for our section today. Okay, we will meet soon. Right. Okay, thank you, Nisha.
Thank you for your time.
Bye. Take care.